Hi everybody, it's Wanda. Today, yes, I'm going to try this. I'm so fascinated by Molly's Artistry's colander pours that look like Kaleidoscope. So I'm going to try this, and I have mixed up some. My paints are a little thicker than they might normally. It's kind of thick, but it's puddling, but it's still running. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you can tell it's running off the stick pretty good, but it puddles, and it kind of sits up there. See? It goes off a little bit. It's going to be kind of iffy, I think, as to whether it moves or whether it sits there. I know if you get it too thick, it doesn't work. If you get it too thin, it doesn't work. So I'm just going to give it a go. I have used Chroma Molten Metals in Dorado Gold. Dorado Gold. I have Liquitex Basics in Mars Black and Liquitex Basics in Quinacridone Magenta. I have mixed them with Liquitex Gloss, Medium, and Varnish, and I put a puddle on top of the GAC 800 because it's thick and I was afraid that it would craze and crack if I didn't add something that is supposed to prevent that, and that's what GAC says it'll do, is prevent the crazing. My thought was that I would use the gold as isolation between the black and the magenta. So I will be layering black, gold, magenta, gold, black, gold, magenta, gold, in an effort to separate those colors. I want to start out with black and end up with black. So we will see how this goes. This is a 10 by 10 canvas. I have a 5-ounce cup. Normally you would need 3 ounces for a 10 by 10 canvas. But because this paint is thicker, I'm going to, I think, use mostly, put this almost full. So I know I'm stammering today for some reason. I'm just tired. So you all overlook me. I know I'm getting on your nerves. Pretty thick. Seems to be running about the same. Oh, I'm running out of space, and I wanted to end up with black. So, there we have it. I know this is going to be tricky because you really just need to have this thing centered. I may have this way too thick. I just don't know. And my table may not be level. Forgot about that part, that it needs to be level. I don't have as much right here as I seem to have in other places. Try to get that to tilt. I'm tilting it just a tiny bit that way. I got some of them. Too much black. Let me take this is Artist Loft Black. Well, it's thick too. Crap. I thought maybe it'd help it move. Hope it doesn't create a barrier. That's the only black I had sitting around handy. That gold is going to be shiny. Oh, I wish some more of this had come out on this side. This is beautiful. I'm going to show it to you up close. Hopefully without a whole lot of glare on it. I'm going to put some more of that black on there. Because even though it's thick, it seems to be moving. I bet Molly was so excited the first time she saw the results of her pour when she got this the first time. I would have been doing a happy dance all over the basement. Oh, I stretched that out. To me, this almost looks like a flower, especially this part right here. Okay, let me look at this. See what I have. Well, I lost my Kaleidoscope design in here, but it was thick, so maybe I just didn't have enough paint. This is the only place that really looks like it held it. I'll put a link to Molly's Kaleidoscope, one of her kaleidoscopes, in my description box in case you have not seen hers. It looks spider webby, thinking of Halloween, and it looks a little bit like a flower. I think I'm just going to center it, fix all my edges, fill in this corner and this corner with some black paint, and just give you all a close-up because I'm happy with this. It's not what she got, of course, but I think that's going to take quite a bit of practice in having your paint mixed absolutely the correct way. Because if you don't have the right thickness, it's not going to hold its shape. And I know this is probably going to dry dark. We'll see how it dries, but I am in love with that center place right there. And that gold in there. So hang on a second. I'll show you a close-up. I'm kind of in awe. Even though it's not what it was supposed to be, I'm still pretty fascinated by it. So hold on. Okay, so this is the way I'm seeing it, looking down on it. And I think that looks kind of spider webby right in there. But this, I don't know. I'm thinking Venus flytrap or something. I love how that came out. And then this down here where you get actually the way it's supposed to look when it comes out of a colander. It's pretty awesome. Right in there, the gold lightened up that magenta a little bit, so it's actually showing up. I was afraid it would get overpowered by the black, but it looks pretty cool. And I know you're seeing my reflection or the light overhead, tripod overhead, and the ceiling light, but that's what I ended up with. And I'm just thinking it's pretty cool. It's very odd. And of course, I like strange, I like odd, I like weird. So, but I would have really loved to have had more of that where it came out. So maybe I'll do it again with more paint, because I still have quite a bit left in the bottom of the colander. And maybe make it just a little bit thinner and see what happens. I have quite a bit of paint left. So maybe the next time. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing if you're new, and come back and join me again sometime. Thank you. Hi everybody, I wanted to show you all the way that this dried. It did crack some, I think because I left too much paint on the canvas. It has texture, it's really a lot thicker, of course, up where that paint is versus the base coat. But I really like this one because I like that center. So I'm not really that unhappy because it has texture in it. I think it's very different. It's kind of odd looking, but I like it. So that's how it dried.